I'm ready whenever you're set.
Step up counter, state your full name for the judge.
Ramon Pineda, Jr.
All right, sir. The state is alleging one charge against you, which is driving on a suspended, revoked, or canceled driver's license, and one civil traffic violation filed against you, which is a stop sign violation.
Correct.
The driving suspended is a criminal traffic violation that you have the right to remain silent, right to counsel, and right to trial on. With your permission, sir, I'd like to save you a court date and not have to come back if you consent to having your arraignment right now, or arraignments where you give a plea to either guilty, not guilty, or no contest.
Right now, guilty.
Okay, so you went about four steps, but so what you would be waiving, sir, is your personal appearance on a different day to come back. I have your permission to waive your personal appearance?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. So let me explain before I take your plea. So it's a class 1 misdemeanor that's punishable with a maximum fine of $2,500, 6 months in jail, and or 3 years of probation. There is no jail time being sought for the case, so you're not facing jail as part of that consequence. The prosecutor would notify us if that was the case, and they're not asking for that. Your options are guilty, not guilty, or no contest. The difference between a guilty and a no contest plea is the following. If you plead guilty, you're admitted to the crimes and that you committed the crimes. If you plead no contest, that means that you're not admitting nor denying, but you are accepting a conviction for that charge. Both guilty and no contest show as a conviction on your criminal history. If you plead not guilty, I'll schedule you for a pre-trial conference. That's where you meet with the prosecutor at a later time and schedule you back to court to meet with them. And you'll discuss the case with them. They might show the police report details, any other evidence that they plan on using at a trial at a later time. At the conclusion of that meeting, one of 3 things will occur. Number 1, your case will proceed to trial. Number 2, your case could enter a plea agreement that all parties agree on. Or number 3, the case could dismiss. You also have the right to an attorney. The court cannot appoint you an attorney unless you provide a good cause for one. Since there's no jail time, that eliminates the possibility for a court-appointed attorney. So your options on an attorney are to waive the presence of an attorney or hire one at your own expense. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Regarding your decision for the attorney, do you wish to waive the presence of an attorney or hire one at your own expense or provide the court with a cause?
I will waive one.
Okay. All right, sir. So I'll be sending you a waiver form that waives 2 things. Number 1, your personal appearance that we talked about earlier. And then number 2, the presence of an attorney just requires your signature. All right, sir. Do you have any questions about the pleas before I take a plea from you of either guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No, sir.
And how do you wish to plead?
Guilty.
All right, and then there's one civil traffic violation of a stop sign violation. That is either pleading responsible or not responsible. If you plead responsible, a fine or sanction will be imposed. If you plead not responsible, we'll schedule you back to court for a civil traffic hearing.
Responsible.
Okay, sir, I'll enter a responsible plea. And if you want, we can proceed forward to a sentencing, and that will save your coming back to court in its entirety. Do you want to do that?
Yes, sir.
All right, sir. So first off, are you on probation or parole?
No.
All right. So I'm going to make you aware of the rights that you're giving up by entering your guilty plea. Catch a little bit of paperwork up here. All right. By entering a guilty plea, you're giving up the right to plead not guilty and require the state to prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You're giving up the right to have a trial in front of a judge. You're giving up the right to have the assistance of an attorney at all stages of the proceeding, including appeal, and in some case, a court-appointed attorney that we talked about. You're also giving up the right to confront witnesses against you and cross-examine them as to the truthfulness of their testimony. You're giving up the right to present evidence in your own behalf and have the court compel your chosen witnesses to appear and testify free of charge. You're giving up the right to remain silent and to be presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and also given up the right to a direct appeal. Want to make you aware of possible collateral consequences. They're possible collateral consequences. It doesn't mean that they will take place. But those include the suspension of your driver's license, an impact on a commercial driver's license or other professional license, an impact on your insurance rates, the revocation of probation or parole, an increased penalty for further criminal charges, becoming a prohibited possessor if convicted of domestic violence charges, and if you're not a citizen of the United States, a plea or finding of guilt may result in deportation or being denied citizenship. Further on your citizenship, Rule 17.2 is if you're not a citizen of the United States, pleading guilty or no contest to a crime may affect your immigration status. Admitting guilt may result in deportation even if the charge is later dismissed. Your plea or admission of guilt could result in your deportation or removal, could prevent you from ever being able to get legal status in the United States, or could prevent you from becoming a United States citizen. Understanding each of these rights that I've explained to you, and all of them, you wish to waive those rights and enter your guilty plea?
Correct.
Okay. The factual basis of your case is that on 2/1 of 2026 at about 1:43 p.m. you were contacted at or near milepost 252 and a half on State Route 260. That contact was made by the Gila County Sheriff's Office, and during that contact it was found that you had failed to stop completely at a stop sign, and that further investigation revealed that you were operating a motor vehicle on a public roadway while your license was suspended, revoked, or canceled. That offense occurred in Gila County in the jurisdiction of this court. Does that sound correct, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Regarding your plea of guilty, are you making that voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Nobody forced, threatened, or harassed you to make that plea?
No, sir.
Did anybody promise you any lighter sentence or punishment that if you pled guilty you would receive it?
No, sir.
Okay. The court will accept your plea of guilty, finds that you entered it knowingly, voluntarily, and intelligently. You're going to see a form that's called the Guilty No Contest Plea Proceeding. It's going to have my initials down the left column. Those are the rights that I just reviewed with you that you're waiving, and it requires your signature on that form waiving those rights. Do you wish to give any further statement to the court before we impose sentencing?
No.
Okay. Do you think you're able to get your license back?
I'm working on it.
All right. So what I'm going to...
I lost my job recently and I just got hired at Denny's, so I'm
Okay.
trying to get all my bills intact and everything. So
All right. So what I'm going to do, there's a standard fine of $482 for that violation. I'll
Okay.
reduce that down to $202 if you're able to come up and produce the court a license within 30 days of today's date.
Okay.
If you can, it's okay, but the original fine stays imposed. The stop sign violation has a $221 fine that's imposed. There's a $69 jail fee for the 1 day of incarceration and court security fee of $35.80. So total balance that we have for a fine amount, including fees, is $807.80. Regarding that payment, sir, are you able to pay that today?
No, I'm not.
Okay, I can put you on a payment plan. I do have to add a one-time payment plan fee of $20.
Okay.
How much can you afford to pay per month on that, or are you currently making any payments?
No, not yet.
Okay, so how much can you afford per month on that?
Probably like $50 to $75 a month.
We'll go with 50. You always can pay more if you want to.
Okay.
I'll schedule your first payment 30 days from today's date.
Okay.
Gives you a chance to get kind of caught up and...
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. We're going to the March 6th.
Okay.
All right, so I'll be sending you, this is called the judgment and sentencing form. At the bottom of it, it'll have our payment agreement, which is $50 per month minimum. First payment is due on 3/6 of 2026 for a total balance of $827.80. You can come in person and make those payments if you wish. Also at the bottom of that form, you'll see a phone number and a website that if you wish to do it remotely, you can do it.
Okay.
The final form that you'll also be receiving is called the warnings and notice of rights. That's the information I told you about possible collateral consequences. And one more piece, a couple more pieces of information is that you have you may file a Rule 33 petition for post-conviction relief, and if denied, file a petition for review. That letter will explain what that is. It'll also explain to you how to set aside the judgment of this conviction pursuant to Arizona Revised Statutes 13905 once all the terms of the sentence have been completed, and you may qualify for a certificate of second chance, and you may apply to seal the records pursuant to Arizona Revised Statutes 13911 once the terms of the sentence and the timeframes have been satisfied. So that letter will explain each of those portions to you as well, so you'll be able to keep a copy of that.
All right.
All right. Sir, do you have any questions for me at all about anything we've discussed?
No, sir.
All right. I'm releasing you on your own recognizance. You'll just have to fill out or sign the forms and all that. They'll give you copies, and then you'll be released at their convenience.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
You're welcome.
Have a good day.
You too.
All the officers?
Send them to you, Mr. French?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
The person at extension 8666 is a
Gila County Jail.
Hi there, Judge Garvin and Payson. How are you?
Doing well. How are you?
Good. I was wondering if I could see Sarah Holtke. I got to do an arraignment with her and get her released.
Yes, of course.
Thank you so much. I'll send an invite shortly.
Okay, thank you.
You bet. Bye. Hello there.
Good morning, good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. Could you state your name for our record, please?
Miss Sarah Ann Holke.
Thank you. So this is that date that has been scheduled for your arraignment for the misdemeanor violations. Those
Okay.
3 misdemeanor violations are a DUI. The second charge is failure to comply with a court order, and the third charge is obstruction of governmental operations. The DUI, all 3 charges are Class 1 misdemeanors. So they have a maximum penalty of $2,500, 6 months in jail, and or 3 years of probation. Your options are to plead either guilty, not guilty, or no contest. The difference between a guilty plea and a no contest plea is the following. If you plead guilty, that means that you committed the crime, you're admitting to the offenses. If you plead no contest, that means you're not admitting or denying the facts of the case, but you're accepting a conviction. Both guilty and no contest pleas show on a criminal history as a conviction. A not guilty plea would set you up for a court date where you meet with the prosecutor. The prosecutor will discuss the case with you. They may share the police report and any evidence they plan on using at a trial scheduled at a later date if the case in fact does go to a trial. And at the conclusion of that meeting, one of 3 things will occur. 1, the case will in fact go to a trial. 2, the case could enter a plea agreement that all parties agree on. Or 3, the case could dismiss. This case also has the right, since there's a DUI charge, it has a mandatory minimum fine of $1,515.50, a mandatory of 8 consecutive hours of jail time, which you've already served by now. But what that does is it entitles you to a court-appointed attorney at little or no cost if you're interested in one. If you are, then I'll enter a not guilty plea for you, send you a financial statement to see if you qualify for that court-appointed attorney. And if you do, then we'll assign that court date and assign your attorney and let you know their name, their phone number, and then your next court date. And that's where you'll meet with your attorney if you qualify for him. Would you like to see if you qualify for a court-appointed attorney?
Yes, Your Honor. I did turn in a paper that you gave me at the first time.
Yes.
The first.
Yeah, so that's.
I don't know if
I'm sorry, so I didn't mean to cut you off, and it's kind of lagging a little bit here, but so that's
Yeah.
for the other side of the case, the felony side of the case. So that it's probably the same information, but I'll send you a new one for the misdemeanor because they're going to go in 2 different directions. So I'll send you another one to complete. That way we have one for the misdemeanors and one for the felony allegations, and I don't know what will happen with those.
Can I give you a secondary number?
A phone number?
Okay, 602
Okay.
504 7657.
Would you like that to be the primary?
Well, if I'm released, until I get to transfer that number to a new phone, that would be my original number. The 7888 is actually a loaner phone from my sister.
Okay, so for the court to contact or your attorney to contact you, do you want it the 7888 or the 7657?
7657.
Okay, so I'll make that one the primary. All right. Anything else besides that?
Not that I can think of, Your Honor.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is send you a court date, send you a financial questionnaire to complete to see if you qualify for the court-appointed attorney, being that you requested one. I'm entering a not guilty plea for you either way. So even if you don't qualify for the court-appointed attorney, since I don't know, you still will have a not guilty plea. So what you'll have to do is, if you don't qualify for the court-appointed attorney, is decide if you want to represent yourself or hire an attorney. okay?
Okay.
But if you do qualify, you won't have to worry about those other two options.
I'm pretty sure I qualify.
Okay. Yeah, I can't remember looking at the other case, so yeah, we'll just send you another one here. All
Okay.
right. Your release conditions are the following. My intentions are to release you out of custody,
Okay.
as long as you're promising to appear at the court date that will provide it on your
Yes.
paperwork.
I promise.
Okay. Release conditions are obey all orders of the court, which will be come to court on the date that I'll provide to you here shortly. Do not commit any crimes. Notify the court immediately of any change of address. Not to leave the state of Arizona without permission of the court, and not to possess or consume any alcohol or drugs without a valid prescription. Can you comply with those orders?
Yes, I can, Your Honor.
All right, so we'll be sending the release order to you as soon as I get the date drafted up, and I'll get that financial statement ready for you, and you'll just have to fill it out before you walk out.
Okay, I appreciate it very
Yes. Any questions?
much. Not at this time.
Okay, sounds
I
good.
appreciate it.
You bet.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You bet.
All right. Have a great day.
You too. Thanks. And who would you like me to send the paperwork to?
You can send it to, you want it to send it?
Yeah.
You can send it to you or me?
Whichever.
Either one. To Longknife, Anessa Longknife.
Could you spell your last name? I'm sorry.
Longknife.
Knise, S as in Sam?
F as in Frank.
Okay, Fe, sorry about that.
That's okay.
Okay, and that, the first initial was V?
A.
Oh, I'm sorry, what did I do there?
It's a computer, it's not you.
Okay, all right, I'll send that to you. Have we sent you paperwork already? I'm just wondering if it's gonna fine you or not.
No, not to me.
Okay, well, that's all right, good, we'll break the ice right here.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, have a good one.
You too.